A scientist has spoken on the long-standing rumor concerning airplane beverages, and what they say may surprise you. Whether you're a frequent flyer or take a trip every few years, air travel is thirsty work. After all the stress that comes at the airport, some passengers want nothing more than to curl up with a nice hot cup of tea or coffee after takeoff. But many people believe that doing so could expose them to nasty bacteria as a result of drinking unsafe water supplied on aircrafts. While this legend is not new, one expert has revealed whether it's actually cause for concern. Dr. Catherine Adley is a microbiologist who specializes in water testing, an area she claims is underexplored. Having conducted specific studies on airplane water in 2015 and 2017, she says that it is absolutely safe to use in all its forms. When it comes to airplane water, there is so much conflicting information on whether it's safe for consumption. Social media is flooded with tips from airline staff who claim they would never drink it, while others won't even use it to wash their hands. One podcast host set to find out whether it's safe to use and drink once and for all, as search engines PJ Vote did some deep diving into the inner workings of aircrafts, particularly how they store water. What he found is that they are fitted with a single water tank that offers the entire supply. This means that the water passengers use to wash their hands in the bathroom comes from the same tank that supplies water for the coffee machine. He also uncovered that regulations for several U.S. airlines only require this tank to be cleaned as little as once a year. Bringing on Dr. Adley to offer some insight, the expert began by explaining the process of how water gets from nature to plane, which she says is no different to the liquid that comes from your household tap. Water from airlines comes from municipal suppliers, said Dr. Adley. Say JFK's airline water, somewhere along there they have their water supplies on the island or maybe Terry's different sections. And so, they're regulated by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. It's the same water that goes into all the households, except the households get it from the pipes coming from their reservoir into their houses. The airlines pipe water into a big storage tank in JFK, and from that, they fill up water tankers like fuel tanks and drive them out to where the airplane is stored. However, Dr. Adley went on to say that an airplane's water is only as safe as the water that comes out of the tap. For instance, domestic flights between the United States will supply water to planes that is tested under the same regulations, but international flights may supply water that differs depending on a departing country's rules. So, we know that the water that makes it onto planes is heavily regulated for the most part, but what about where it is kept? According to Dr. Adley, with tested water consistently entering and exiting these airtight tankers, it's unlikely that bacteria is going to enter with it. Any that does won't survive due to lack of conditions it needs to multiply. Because the water going into it is treated water and it's circulating, so you're getting fresh water in constantly into the tank, she said. On the question of why a plane's water tank may only get cleaned out once a year, she said this is because it's all it really needs. Dr. Adley added, only when the plane is totally serviced would the tank be totally cleaned out and soaked in a disinfectant and rinsed out. Otherwise, the water is like coming out from your tap, you don't clean out your tap. So it's an annual clean out on an airplane on its annual service. Tech Deal of the Week. In a great deal currently on Disney+, customers will be able to stream some of the most on-demand films and TV series at a highly reduced price. The platform has unveiled its Epic Movies Epic Offer deal, which encourages viewers to kick back and watch the most talked about content from this year's awards season for less. From The Bear to Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour, Taylor's version, you can now access 3 months of Disney Plus films, shows and documentaries for just £1.99 a month, but not for long, so you'll need to act fast to take advantage of this deal. From now until Thursday, March 14, new and returning Disney Plus customers will only need to pay £1.99 per month for 3 months in order to get a standard subscription with ads. Compared to the regular price of £4.99 per month normally, this saving of £9 is certainly not one to be missed. After the 3-month promotional period, Disney Plus Standard with ads will renew automatically. Monthly retail price, which is currently £4.99 per month, unless the customer cancels before then. To redeem the offer, new and eligible returning customers can visit Disney Plus Now to sign up. If you want to give another streaming platform a try, like Amazon Prime Video, you can sign up for a free 30 days trial, but only if you haven't had one for the past 12 months. With Vogt still confused, he posed a related scenario: "When I go to sleep at night, I pour myself a glass of water, and I can never figure out how often that glass of water needs to be cleaned. Because in my mind I think, it's getting rinsed out, I'm not giving myself a disease that I have. According to airline rules, I could clean that glass of water by my bed once a year." But Dr. Adley quickly shut this down. "No, your glass is open and exposed to the air, this tank would be enclosed. Ultimately, what you're saying is it is safe to drink coffee on airplanes?" he asked, to which Dr. Adley replied, "Yep. I will drink coffee and am going flying on Sunday, and if they're going to serve it, I will have tea and coffee on an airplane. I need it." Dr. Adley highlighted that it's tough to put this verdict as an ultimate answer due to a range of factors such as different water testing regulations between countries and airline practices. However, if airplane coffee is good enough for a qualified microbiologist, it's probably good enough for you. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.